It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get faced that before, so I live it up. When a come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Block of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest, I am your highness.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Falcons going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing on first down. McKee. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now!
He'll drop to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Patriot! No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now Osweiler. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Three yards to go on second down.
Watching that, Barney! All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Now watching that, Barney.
design run for their wideout. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go now.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green.
Operating from the gun. McKee is going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Looking to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll set up a throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And some room to roam now. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Off the bootleg. McKee. Buying time to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw on third down. McKee. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
On first down, McKee. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
Now a handoff looking right. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Gerald McCoy able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green, 39.
On 3rd down, McKee. Well, he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Robert Quinn with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Tate. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Falcons are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw on second down. McKee. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Giants on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Green 30.
From the gun. McKee. He's going to rifle one deep left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Back to throw here. And his pass incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Falcons on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Osweiler. Morrow's got it, left side. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Green 39.
Operating from the gun. McKee. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the gun, McKee. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And now here's a carry heading left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Let's go. 3-19.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Leopard. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. McKee is going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Set. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Now Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 68 yards. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. McKee. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
Play action. McKee. This will be caught inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. McKee. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Throwing to start the drive. McKee. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here we go now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McKee looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake. McKee. And Adams has it complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. McKee, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the... And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Giants. 55 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw. McKee, flush, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brianne Body Calhoun, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Second down following the incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.